So, hi, good afternoon. If I were to be asked to rank Taylor Swift's six albums, I'll place. I'll place Reputations last on the ranking. Fifth place will be the self-titled. Cause why I put Reputation on the last? Because of the connections. It somehow connects to me, but it's different with country. It's more of noise. The beat was noisy, so I really can't relate to that much as the other, but Reputation is really good. My favorite track for Reputation will be King of My Heart, Getaway Car, and I Did Something Bad. Next will be the self-titled. I placed that on the fifth because it's her first. She's trying to experiment, but different things and writing songs at the early stage of her career, and somehow made a solid album out of it. If I were to choose my favorite song, first will be Mary's song, Oh My My. Next will be Tim McGraw. And I think it's very underrated, but I'll choose the third one will be I'm Only Me When I'm With You. So I'm done with four. On fourth place, I'll choose I'll choose Red. So why Red on the fourth place? Well, it's I think the part where she's trying to balance or chase two things. Two things meaning pop and country. And you really can't be queen of both on the same time. And she really proves it throughout her career that when she stayed country, she's the queen of country. But when she moved to pop, she's the queen of pop. But she can't do it on the same time. It's like my sister saying you can't serve two masters at the same time. So although Red was a solid album, it's really um the dubstep, the pop, and the country mixing all together really for me is having the conflict to identify the album sonically as whole. If I were to choose three songs favorite on Red, first will be, of course, All Too Well. Second will be Holy Ground. And third will be okay. Third will be it's really hard to pick. Okay, third one will be Treacherous. It's like the first line, put your lips close to mine as long as they don't touch. Okay, on third place, I'll pick Speak Now. I think that album made her reach another pinnacle as a songwriter, as she wrote all of the songs on that album. You can see her style on the songwriting process, and you can't deny that it's her and her alone who wrote all the songs. So if I were to choose three favorite songs on that album, it's really hard for me. I think I'll pick five. So first will be Long Live. It's for us, the fans. The very sad ballad, Last Kiss. The fairy tale, melodrama, Cinderella-ish, Cinderella-ish story, Enchanted. Self-titled Speak Now because of the bubblegum sound on it. And the fifth one will be, yes, it's for John Mayer, as we assume. It's Dear John. Second place, I only have two albums. I'll pick 1989. Well, for me, this were the time she became the mainstream artist that we know. And for pop effort, it's really a solid album. Um, she really outdone herself. What's funny about this album is she claimed it as her first pop album, but without any compromise regarding the style, the songwriting. It's really her just pop tune. For me, it's one of the best album for the decade. Actually, not just for the decade. One of the best pop album of all time for me. Her songwriting, the music, the experiments, as you can see if you're really an avid fan, the way she made the sound with Jack, Max Martin Shellback, and Ali Payami is really somehow unthinkable for other artists to do. That's why I made it her second best album. For me, it doesn't have a weak point. So, if I were to choose five of my favorite songs on 1989, first up, okay, I'll pick Clean. That's the first song. Number two will be Wildest Dreams, and she also released it as single. Number three, How You Get the Girl, because the beat is really catchy. I'm really hooked since its launch up until now, March 2019. It's been 5 years already, almost. Fourth will be I Know Places, because we love dark Taylor Swift songs. Fourth will be Blank Space. I think it's her best written song throughout her whole career. Fifth will be Fifth song will be Style. It's the ironic title. We all know who style refers to. And the James Dean Daydream, Look in Your Eyes, really something. And now for the top album, Taylor Swift album for me, of course. This is where I heard her first with its single Love Story. Fearless will always be her number one album for me. Not unless the PS7 will launch and I can see if it can top Fearless. Um, Fearless is really a classic for me right now as a Swiftie. And there's a lot of songs as Just like 1989, there's no weak point. And you can always picture out a young girl who wrote this song, who fell in love, who got hurt, and write it perfectly. As when you listen to the songs, you really can imagine the story running in your head. Like, you drag my head first, fearless, or Abigail gave everything she had to the boy who changed his mind, or I'm not a princess. This ain't a fairy tale. I'm not the one who swept off your feet later up the stairwell. You know, as you listen to the song, you always have something to picture out in your mind, which is really fantastic. And when Taylor Swift was booming out, critics and I had the same judgment with her songwriting. It's fearless, like it's like her diary for the world to hear or to read or to understand or give meaning to. But nonetheless, Taylor Swift's really a great writer, song singer, composer, everything, musician. And there you have it. If I were to pick songs favorite for Fearless, number one and will always be my number one favorite song on their entire catalog will be Forever and Always. Number two will be Breathe. Three will be The Way I Loved You. It's really cute. Fourth will be Hey Stephen. And fifth will be, of course, the first song I've heard from her, Love Story. So there you have it. Thank you.